on the latest episode of Business Conversations Uncensored.
Are we saying it's important, even in a business, to celebrate those small achievements? Does it do something for the team?
It does. It motivates you. When you see progress, you're able to put more energy on what you're doing. If you don't see progress, for a long time, people become discouraged and they are disengaged when they don't see progress.
That's why you hear statements like, nothing I do around here is ever acknowledged or celebrated.
Yes.
It's because there's no clarity about what was to be done mid-term. You're looking at an end goal. It's like looking at audited accounts in a company at the end of a financial year. It's telling you what happened.
Yeah.
If you run a business based on that, you're actually just coasting, almost flying autopilot. You need something that helps you to make the decision for the next step. So even staff get engaged when they realize that we've achieved this milestone, as the analogy is using about giving your dogs a bit of rest because you have a long journey. It's that time of review. What have we done from where we started to this point, not based on where we are supposed to get. From the point we started, where are we at? And we can take stock and celebrate some wins. It's an analogy of stopping in Westlands on your journey to have a meal before you proceed. It rejuvenates people. People reconnect with the objective and the purpose. It's very nice to do that. Then people don't feel abandoned. Like, when will somebody ever appreciate what we do?
And again, reviewing will help you know whether you are heading towards the right direction.
As opposed to getting to the destination and then you're thinking, we were not coming here.
So when you reveal, you're able to change the activities that you are doing towards the goal if they are not working. So you're not waiting till the end of the year and then there's nothing. We can't show the results. So when you reveal step by step, you're even more careful when you go to the next step, because already you know the previous step did not work. So which means I have to go back to the starting point and start again. If we are executing a strategy, you'll be able to know from the way we are doing things now, we have a review at the end of the week. If we continue the same way, we are not going to achieve this goal. So it helps you also know the risks that are involved.
There's also a syndrome called sunken cost syndrome. Sunken cost syndrome is the syndrome of, I've gone too far to go back.
I've invested too much in this thing.
I've invested too much in this thing. It may even be, it happens a lot in relationships. Someone has been in a toxic relationship, but it's 5 years down the line, everyone knows you. I'm not leaving, what do you mean? Because you sunk too much. And now, in business as well, someone is, but I'm known for this. But it's not working.
Yet you know it's not working.
It's not working. But I've been doing it all my life. Sunken costs. But when you take stock, you don't have that syndrome. Because if you're wrong at small milestones, you correct them. And it's easy to release them. But when you correct at the end of the year, it's sunken. People don't want to look foolish. And if I say I was wrong, yet I'm leading this thing. My reputation is on the line.
Because also it connects the leader with the reality of where we are. You see, if you have a team and you hold the team together and you sit over a review session, as the leader of that team, your teammates there can be able to put you back onto the reality of where are we at. But you see, if you're doing it single-handed, in the case of an entrepreneur who's alone, you may find the reality could be as you want, you see things as you'd want them to be, not as they are. And that can become another challenge for someone who's into an entrepreneur on their own. But having a team, they're able to say, but this is what we set out to do. And we are off course for sure.
Okay. I'm just wondering when you're doing that review, because we are humans and sometimes we have the tendency of taking things personally. So when you're doing a review with me, how do you do this review so that I don't leave the table feeling condemned, feeling like I'm not good enough, feeling like I'm good for nothing? As a team member. Now you as a leader are doing a review. How do you do this review so that I leave there feeling more energized? I didn't hit the goal, but I leave feeling more energized to even do better, as opposed to leaving the table feeling dejected and I'm good for nothing.
This is one of the most interesting things, because we are used to something different, whereby we are reviewing things but we don't know exactly what are these we are reviewing. So the review is done specifically on what we call shared expectation. Let's say I'm the leader of the business, and I have what is supposed to be done in order for these results to come out. So I'm not going to think out of blues. People know exactly what's supposed to be done. I will call you as my team members and show you this is what is expected of you. So as a leader, I know what is expected of me, and you as my team of my one of my team members, you know what is expected to be done. So when you are coming to these review meetings, what you are doing is, did you do your commitment? So it's not something here we are witch hunting, no. Is, did you do your commitment, and where are you so far? Yeah.
The other aspect I would like to add there in terms of making sure your teammates don't feel condemned is two things. One is measure from where you started to where you are. The second thing is be available as a leader to walk alongside with them, so that you're providing support. I'm facing a challenge and my leader is available to provide guidance. Maybe it's a resources that I need to be allocated for me to execute whatever I'm trying to do. It could be some wisdom that I could get from engaging with my leader, so that that review, when you're doing that review, I know you've been there alongside with me and providing me support. So I don't feel condemned like I'm being asked to account for things, yet I didn't have maybe the competence or the skill or the resources, the know-how. Something was lacking and I didn't have that support from my leader.
Watch the whole episode for free on Clean Money Media app.